Welcome to the news on Enyimba TV. We are reaching you from the commercial city of Aba. First, the headlines. Tripartite committee to reach new minimum wage agreement today. Bill for creation of new state in Southeast scales first reading. Kidnapped chairman of Nigerian Institute of Public Relations Abia State chapter regains freedom 10 days after abduction. Thanks for joining us on the news at this period. My name is Esther Chima. Now the news in details. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma says the tripartite committee on minimum wage will arrive at a figure by Friday, that is today. Uzodinma, who is the chairman of the All Progressives Congress Progressive Governors Forum, stated this after the committee's 5-hour meeting. Addressing the press after the meeting, Uzodinma said the committee would arrive at a figure when the committee reconvenes by 11 a.m. today. On the rumors making the rounds that a figure of 105,000 naira has been agreed, the governor said no such decision has been reached, but assured workers in the country that the figure agreed on the new minimum wage would be made known after Friday's meeting. Secretary to the government of the Federation, George Akume, has condemned the shutdown of the national grid during the suspended industrial action by organized labor. He described the action as a treasonable felony, adding that there was nowhere in the world that organized labor had shut down a country's national grid. Addressing the National Executive Council of the Christian Association of Nigeria in Abuja, the SGF stated that the President Bola Tinubu is making frantic efforts to rebuild the country. The secretary to the government of the Federation added that he cannot pay each of his 4 drivers 100,000 naira monthly as being speculated for the new minimum wage. The presidency has denied a document insinuating that the federal government still spends 5.4 trillion naira on fuel subsidies, asserting that the costly venture ended the very day President Bola Tinubu made the pronouncement. Bayo Nanoga, the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, in a post on his X handle, noted that none of the documents which are now viral were approved by the federal government, adding that there were policy proposals under review. One of the documents is titled Inflation Reduction and Price Stability Order 2024, while the other, a 65-page draft document with the title Accelerated Stabilization and Advancement Plan, which contains suggestions on how to improve the Nigerian economy, were said to have been leaked. Onanuga urged the public and the media to disregard the 2 documents and cease further discussions on them. Disturbed by the continued cases of armed banditry, terrorism and insecurity in some parts of the country, with its disturbing effect of killing and wanton destruction of property, the Senate has asked President Bola Tinubu to ensure a review of the modus operandi of the nation's security agencies in the fight against insecurity in the affected zones. This is sequel to a motion co-sponsored by Senator Nasiru Zagun Daura from Katsina North and 10 other lawmakers from the Northwest Zone. The Senate also urged President Tinubu to direct a thorough review and evaluation of the strategies employed by security agencies in the region affected, while considering the deployment of additional security personnel and special task force to the identified hotspots to ensure the protection of lives and property. In another development, the Senate has called on the federal government to deploy security agencies to mining communities across the country to maintain vigilance around areas. The call is sequel to a motion by Senator Sani Musa during the plenary after the death of over 30 people at a collapsed mining site in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. He called on the federal government to investigate the circumstances surrounding the collapse of the mining site in Niger. Other senators who contributed said the major reason for illegal mining in the country is the lack of legal framework that guides the mining sector. House of Representatives has passed a bill seeking to establish a new state in the southeastern region to be known as Olo State. The bill, which passed its first reading, was sponsored by Honorable Ikegwonwu Gochinyere of Idado North and South Federal Constituency of Imo State, along with other co-sponsoring lawmakers. According to the draft bill, the creation of Olu State will amend the 1999 Constitution, increasing the number of states in Nigeria from 36 to 37. The new state, with Olu as its capital city, will be created from portions of Imo, Abia, and Anambra states. Members of the legal team of the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, have submitted a full list of judgments in the matter to the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, at the Federal Ministry of Justice in Abuja. The leader of the team, Barrister Nnaemeka Ejiofor, told journalists that the judgments were from both domestic and international courts, directing the release of the IPOB leader. He said the decision to forward all the pronouncements was in response to the statement credited to the AGF that he is not aware of Kano's case and that his fate will be resolved by the court. Ejiofor also asked President Bola Tinubu to release Kano and respect the various judgments directing IPOB leaders' release. The Federal High Court in Kano has fixed 13 June for ruling on whether it has jurisdiction to entertain a suit filed against the reinstatement of the Emir of Kano, Lamido Sanusi. The court, presided over by Justice Abdullahi M. Liman, adjourned to rule on the matter following a heated argument between counsels in the matter. The applicant, Sakin Dawaki Baba of Kano Emirate, Aminu Baba Dang Agundi, had approached the court seeking his fundamental human rights and that the court should restrain the respondents from enforcing, implementing, and operationalizing the repealed law. The court proceeding was held amidst tight security of personnel, which comprises of police and DSS with their vehicles stationed to mount roadblock on the road leading to the court premises. Chairman, Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, Abia State Chapter, Felix Olunwa, has been released by his kidnappers 10 days after his abduction. Enyimba TV News had reported that Mr. Olunwa was declared missing after he was said to have been abducted on the Enugu-Aba-Port Harcourt Expressway while he was driving home from Aba, the commercial nerve of the state. He had gone to Aba to repair his uncle's sports utility vehicle at the Aloji Mechanic Spare Parts Market on the Aloji axis of Enugu-Aba-Port Harcourt Expressway, after he couldn't fix the car earlier on that fateful day at the Ohia Spare Parts Market in Umuahia, the state capital. Sources close to his family claimed that the NIPR Abia State chairman was reunited with his family on Wednesday night. It was gathered that the kidnappers released the NIPR chair after ransom payment of 4 million naira, as their initial 200 million naira ransom couldn't be met by the family. You're watching Enyimba TV News. After the short break, the news continues with foreign, business, and sports updates. Please stay tuned. We will be right back.
The following schools have registered for the third edition of On the Contrary debate competition. On the Contrary, proudly brought to you by your 3-in-1 radio station, Enyimba 94.3 FM, Legend 98.3 FM, and Rose 101.9 FM, all in the city of Aba, Abia State. They include Buckingham College, Covenant High School, Methodist Model School, Mater Misericordia Girls Secondary Technical College, Sacred Heart of Jesus School, Great Turning Point School, the Zalil Model Science Academy, the Great Betty Rose International School, Successful Child School, Prudence Montessori International School, High Grade Model Academy, Well-Bred Christian School, Peaceway International Academy, Diamond Magnet Academy, Sky Blue Diamond Academy, and Complete International College. The first round of the On the Contrary debate competition is between the 10th and 14th of June 2024. Time is 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. For sponsorship, please call 0810-716-4511. 0810-716-4511.
Welcome back and thanks for staying tuned. Now the news continues. From the foreign scene, at least 150 people, including 35 children, are feared dead in the massacre in a village in central Sudan, blamed on the Rapid Support Forces, the paramilitary group fighting the army. The rivals have been battling over control of the country for more than 13 months. The RSF has not commented on the accusations, but boasted of attacking 2 army positions. Footage circulating on social media after the raid showed dozens of bodies wrapped in white shrouds, prepared for burial in Wad al-Nura in Gezira State. The video was filmed by activists from a neighborhood resistance committee, part of a network of local groups across the country, which back a return to civilian rule. UNICEF said 35 children were killed in the attack, with more than 20 others injured. The agency's executive director, Catherine Russell, described the scenes on the ground as devastating. And from the business sector, shipping lines are imposing new surcharges on goods bound for Nigeria to offset the cost of diverting ships to longer routes due to ongoing attacks on the Red Sea. Massacre Line, Hapag-Lloyd, and CMG-CGM are among shipping lines that have placed surcharges on Nigerian-bound cargoes. As a result, Nigerian businesses are now paying more to bring raw materials and finished goods into the country. Massacre Line, one of the biggest shipping lines that bring goods into Nigeria, said in a recent customer advisory notice that it will impose a fresh surcharge on import containers this June, following the increasing impact of the Red Sea attacks on global supply chains. In mid-May, Hapag-Lloyd, a German ocean carrier, started implementing surcharges on cargo coming from Asia to various destinations across Africa, including Nigeria. Now sports. Nigeria's Super Eagles have been lifted by positive injury news ahead of their 2026 World Cup qualifier against South Africa's Bafana Bafana. This was possible as AC Milan winger Samuel Chukwueze and Boavista central defender Chidozie Awazim have both been declared fit for the match, which will take place at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium on Friday evening. Chukwueze had overcome a hamstring injury only to sustain a minor knock in a recent training session. However, the former Villarreal star has since recovered and is ready to play against South Africa. On his part, Awazim, who had been training separately due to discomfort, is also fit to play after overcoming a stomach upset. Meanwhile, the Super Eagles have been hit by the absence of key players such as Victor Osimhen, Moses Simon, Zaidu Sanusi, Ola Aina, and William Trust Ekong. Despite this, the team welcomes the return of Victor Boniface and Wilfred Ndidi. With this sports story, we wrap up this edition of the news on Enyimba TV at this time. But before we go, here is a recap of the top stories. Tripartite committee to reach new minimum wage agreement today. Bill for creation of new state in Southeast scales first reading. Kidnapped chairman of Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, Abia State chapter, regains freedom 10 days after abduction. And that's our package of the news for now. Please join us for more updates in our subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Click on the notification bell to receive alerts when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching. On behalf of the news production crew, my name is Esther Chima, appreciating you for watching.